Hey, friendos, welcome. You're probably over at arashafshar.com. You're on this website. That's where this video should be going up. I just want to give you a quick tour of the site. So, of course, in the main page, you're going to land here and you can choose to enter the main page, which is probably where you are right now. Or you can go to photography portfolio. That jumps you over to an entirely different website that's loading right now. That's mrarash.com. That's the one I've had. That's the legacy site before we set this up. And after you pop in there, you're gonna go to this screen where it says welcome home. And that's a photo of me at Burning Man. On the list here, of course, on top we have the current projects. That's the first thing on there. Under that, you'll see a few things. I'll reference that in a second. And then you've got photographer, and then creative and cultural direction is the next section. And then Burning Man, support, and about. Of course, that goes at the end. So under current projects, you'll see that it says mildly threatening, ethnically ambiguous. That is a photography book that I've been working on for some time. The theme around it is connecting around this story around how the underground of America is the real America, is like the theme that I'm playing with. And it's a lot about how the mainstream institutional power and the underground, the counterculture, we are flip sides of the same coin, and that we need each other. That's the theme of that book. Hoping, knock on wood, that I can get it out this year if enough other projects line up. Then I've got Yesterday I Was Clever. That is the book that I'm writing. It is about artist consciousness, and it's a coming out guide for artists. And then there's a nonprofit project. It says to be announced, nonprofit project that we're working on. It's the wing of all of these operations that I have, where I'm trying to actually like manifest into the real world the stuff the lofty navel gazing things that I'm always writing about. How to nudge the real world 1% in that direction, along with my co-founder, Dr. Kim Perkins. So under photographer, you've got Mr. Arash, conferences and events, public servants. There's like a few, there's links to different sort of collections. I'm going to get a Behance link updated in there so that you can get, some views of like even some of the landscape stuff that I've done, the various clients that I've worked with. So it gives you like a real good snapshot of the kind of photography that I do professionally. That's the kind of stuff, if you want to work with me, that's what pays my rent. Then we've got creative and cultural direction. Under that, there's some music videos, stuff that I've worked with in the old hip hop scene, as well as some of the newer, like the newest video I've done was a collaboration with Crescendo, a techno DJ producer in Hollywood, and a couple of other cultural creative projects where I've kind of served as like the Nick Fury kind of behind the scenes puppet master of coordinating and connecting a bunch of different links and facilitating artists from different cities and stuff connecting with each other. Then you've got Burning Man. Burning Man, I typically explain it. I think it's the closest thing that burners, is the closest thing that we have to a religion. I think for those of us who had like an empty slot in the hard drive in our brains for religion, Burning Man kind of plugged into that, and it meets those needs of community and ritual. And so those are Burning Man projects that I've specifically been involved in, projects that have gone out to Burning Man. I'm typically helping with some sort of build, but these were some of my deeper involvements. So Burner Podcast is listed under there, the podcast that I've been hosting for 10 years. Connected, so it's the longest traditional audio format podcast in the global burner community that I know of. There's definitely longer storytelling projects. Mine specifically, traditional audio podcast. And it's listed among the top 5% of podcasts, according to Listen Notes, by the way. So, yay. Then I've got a section for support. My Patreon is under there, which I'm starting to give a little bit more attention to. Follow me on Instagram. You can sign up on my email list. And under About, you can learn more about me and tap into my, my business card, electronic press kit, things like that. And of course, you can always reach out to Patrick Dillon Riley, my manager over at properconcept.com for any bookings and inquiries. But if you just want to message me, you can do that right through here. But welcome to arashafshar.com.